Right, we are live. Welcome everyone. If you're new, stick around because tonight is one of those ones I've actually been excited to do. Like, genuinely looking forward to this one. So, my name is Mark. I'm the co-founder of Management Forex, where basically we take your prop firm challenge, we trade it for you professionally using our own EA, and you only pay us after you've been paid. That's the whole thing. Simple model, but yeah, the results speak for themselves. And tonight is a very good example of that. Tonight is about Paul Matthews. And if you were on the stream about 4 weeks ago, you might remember his name. Jacob brought his first payout on, that was the 23rd of April, $3,852 from a 200,000 funded account. That was his first ever payout with us. And Paul, he was not someone who just came in and said, yeah, let's go. Not at all. But we'll get to that. Because tonight, 21st of May, Paul has just received his second payout. $8,893 from a 400,000 account. Over 8,800 in just 1 month, almost to the day. And here's what makes tonight even more interesting. Paul has decided he wants to reinvest. He's going into an 800,000 account. And because of one trader's buy one, get one free deal right now, he's actually going to end up with 2 accounts running simultaneously. And also today, Paul is joining us. But before we bring him on, I want to talk about the journey because I think it matters. I think it actually matters a lot. Especially if you're watching tonight and you're sitting on the fence about any of this. Because Paul was exactly where you are. Maybe even more skeptical. So Paul found us, I think it was through a post, one of the social media posts, and his first message to us was, it was polite, but it was basically, prove it, right? Like, okay, I've seen this before, show me something real. And that's fine. That's actually the right approach. You should be asking those questions. So he went through MyFX Checker, which is third-party, independent, verified track record, publicly available, anyone can check it, and he spent a while on there. And then he read through the reviews. And even then, even after all of that, he was still not quite there. And I get it, honestly I do. Because the thing with prop firm account management is, it sounds too clean, doesn't it? Like, you hand over an account, someone else trades it, you get paid, they only take a cut after you've made money. But the difference is, everything we do is verifiable, and everything is in writing. Signed contract. That's the thing that finally moved Paul, I think. The contract. So Paul signed. He came in on a 200,000 challenge. And I'll be honest, the first few weeks, I don't think he was fully relaxed. I think he was watching the account obsessively, which is totally understandable. But the EA did what it does. We traded it cleanly, within the rules, inside the parameters. And on the 23rd of April, Paul got his first payout, $3,852, just under a month in. And then, Paul did something I really respect. He didn't just take the money and disappear. He upgraded. He came back, he said, right, I want to go bigger. He moved to the 400,000 account. And now, 21st of May, second payout, $8,893. That's over $12,700 total across 2 payouts in less than 4 months of funded trading. And he's not stopping, which is why I want to bring him on right now. Because I think hearing it from Paul directly, from someone who genuinely nearly didn't sign up, is worth more than anything I could say. Okay, So just give me a while. Paul, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, loud and clear. Welcome back, mate. Officially another 2-time payout client now. How does that feel?
I mean, honestly, still a bit surreal, if I'm being honest with you. Like, I keep saying this, but I genuinely didn't think I'd be sitting here a month later talking about a second one.
I remember your first message to us, by the way. I was going to bring it up on stream. You were not exactly enthusiastic.
No, I was not. I mean, look, I'll be straight with you. I wasn't feeling it at all. I thought that nothing will convince me.
So what changed?
Honestly, I just went through my FX checker, had a look at the track record, read through some of the reviews, and like, it looked legit, it did. But I was still a bit, I don't know, I wasn't fully there yet. Like, I couldn't quite get myself over the line, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know that.
And I think I just kept going back and forth in my head. Like, it all checked out on paper, but I still had that thing in the back of my mind going. And then I think it was you, actually. You said, look, we can put everything in a signed contract. And that was the moment for me. Because everything else I could sort of talk myself out of, but a contract is a contract. That's not something you offer if you're not serious.
And that's what did it.
Genuinely, yeah. Everything else helped, the MyFX checker, the reviews, but the contract is what made me actually go through with it.
Okay, and let's talk about the actual experience. April, you get funded on the 200K. What were those first few weeks like?
Stressful. Not because anything was going wrong. The trading was fine. I could see it was fine. But just because I'm a naturally anxious person about money. And this was being traded by someone else's system. Even knowing intellectually that I'd done my research, emotionally it's a different thing.
And when did that change?
Probably maybe 2 weeks in, when I could see the drawdown was being managed exactly the way the track record showed it would be. It wasn't like dramatic gains every day. It was just consistent, controlled. And that's when I relaxed.
And then April 23rd comes around.
Yeah. When I opened Bybit and saw the USDC sitting there, I just stared at it for a bit. Just stared. And then I rang my wife. And she didn't fully believe me either. Like, we've been through some dodgy investment stuff before. Years ago, different story. So yeah, she was like, check it again. So I checked it again, still there.
And then you came back for the 400,000 funded account.
Yeah, without hesitation. Like, genuinely, I think I messaged you the next day. Because the logic was obvious to me at that point. If this works on 200K, it works on 400K. And the returns scale, so why would I not go bigger?
And today, what happened today?
Today, yeah. So I'd been keeping an eye on things. I knew we were getting close, but I'll be honest, this time it hit differently. Not in a surreal way, more like a confirmation, I suppose. Like, the first time you think, okay, this is real. The second time you think, okay, this is actually what my life can look like now. That's a different feeling.
And now, please tell the people what you're doing next.
Right, yeah. So I'm going into the 800K, which I only found out about the BOGO deal like a few days ago. And I realized that if I move now, I don't just get the 800K account, I get 2 accounts running at the same time. I just wish this BOGO deal was running when I first came in. Would have gone straight to 2 accounts from day one.
Unfortunately, yeah, wasn't running then. But you're about to have 2 accounts going right now, so I think you'll be all right, mate.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Paul, thank you. That's all for tonight. Congratulations on the second payout, and I cannot wait to be talking about the 800K results.
Me neither, mate. Me neither.
Thanks, Paul.
No problem. Have a good one, Mark. Thank you too.
Okay. So, what Paul just described, the skepticism, the research, the nearly not signing, that's most of the people who end up working with us. Nobody comes in blind, and that's how it should be. If you've got questions, the MyFX checker is public. The reviews are there. Everything goes in a signed contract. Do what Paul did. Do your homework. And if it makes sense to you, you know where we are, and thanks for today. Take care.